Yes, good morning, children. I'm here to teach you about your political science from the book India Since Independence. And when we talk about this, I have told you yesterday about the two type of states just after independence: British India and princely states. British India here symbolized by yellow color and princely states symbolized by blue color. And when we talk about these states, this tells us about the ruled states at that time when independence was declared for India on the midnight of 14th August 1947. So this Assam, if you recognize, under British rule, this Punjab and Western Pakistan, and this one Eastern Pakistan, inter Bangladesh nowadays, and Tripura under India, princely states, Manipur India, right? And after that you may see that there is Hyderabad, Madras, Mysore. These are the some major areas, and this Alwar, Gujarat, Rajasthan, these areas, and Jammu Kashmir, these were under the Indian princely states, then British India and princely states. And in this way you have to note down all these states according to British India and princely states. When then I'll tell you about the major challenges faced by British after the independence, just after independence. And you know that you have heard in your previous classes also that taking freedom, that the gaining independence itself was a very much tough task for India, and it was very fantastically written by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru ji in his book, in his last speech that was given here. Challenges to the nation building, an hour of midnight 1947, that Prime Minister of Free India, our Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, first Prime Minister, this was his famous Taste with Destiny speech that always familiar with us. We always used to read it in our political science books whenever we read about this chapter regarding freedoms. So like we have read it in our international movement also. What Nehruji tried to say here, that from Red Fort, whatever he gave his speech, he was telling that this was not easy going. This India was born in a very difficult circumstances. Perhaps no other country then was born in a situation more difficult than that of India in 1947. Freedom came with the partition of the country. You know that during that time it was a violent trauma for displacement, and this displacement was very pathetic condition. Different novels have been written on these conditions, that at that time India has to face several challenges how to get settled, yet the control that accompanied independence did not make our leaders lose the sight of multiple challenges that India has to face as a independent nation. As the independent nation, you have seen different type of movies regarding that. Pinjar is there, Gadar is there, right? And from Punjabi novel there is a one novel, Tutta Wala Khoo, that is also elaborating the story of this tragic end although we got independence, but our leaders as well as many people were not happy with this independence. You know that Gandhiji went on fast one night because he don't want disintegration. They want India and Pakistan as one, but these challenges and these shapes of the country, culture, religion, all everywhere India has to face difficult challenges regarding this. Regarding this, so in this way, India has to face the different challenges just after the independence. Although we have tolerated long struggle more than 250 years to get India independent, but as I told that it is a very sorrowful, very pathetic story regarding India's independence. So whatsoever there were major three challenges for India, free India. That was to accommodate diversities, establishment of democracy, then ensure the economic development. Right? You people study about all these things now, but imagine when all these things were not there. Right? You may imagine yourself now, you have grown up 15, 16, 70-year-old when you were born, newborn, 1 day old, 2 day old, 3 old, or younger you were not able to walk, talk, speak, and how mother takes care of yourselves. So that type of behavior Indian leaders have to show towards the masses of India. As earlier I mentioned that there was a famous speech by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of Free India. He mentioned in his speech all these things that whatsoever they have to do in the coming Free India. So as we discussed, very important accommodate diversities. You have heard about diversities many times. I mean to say ethnic composition, language, religion, culture. Within that there are different type of subdivisions are there. Like simple reason, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Christians, further Christians divided categories, Muslim divided into categories, Hindus as well as Sikhs. Right? We have studied in 10th and 9th all these diversities and accommodate diversities. Right? That was a major challenge for India, as India don't want the repetition of that two-nation theory, because due to this religious differences, India got divided into 3 different parts just after independence. Right? Like Muslim and Hindu disunity, that India and Pakistan was framed. So India don't want to tolerate, don't want to bring such type of problem once again in the country. That is the free India, and our constitutional framers and whatsoever they have framework in the constitution and make some rules and regulation regarding religion, caste, color, genders, different whatsoever diversities, So accordingly now India don't want once again those issues should be raised in the country, and that may disturb the overall development of the country. So based upon that there are different type of fundamental rights, rights to equality, right to freedom of religion, right to against exploitation, right to constitutional remedies. Such provisions were led by that, keeping that in mind, right? And then our second challenge was that establishment of democracy. Like earlier we have studied that it is a big challenge for the third wave countries. I mean to say third wave countries, the countries who got independence during 1900 and 1950, to establish it, right? We'll suppose sometime we think that today onward, tomorrow onward, we'll study for 6 hours. As I always think that I'll get up early in the morning, go for a long walk. But many days we keep on thinking, then we start. And the day we start, from then it gets started. But exactly same way establishment of the democracy was a major task. When we talk about democracy, it means to say to provide equality, social equality, political, economic, as well to the citizen of all these diversities, all the ethnic compositions, right? So this was the major challenge when they give under this democratic idea. Indian constitutional framers have to give some reservation in the elections, some reservation for the OBCs, SCs, STCs, individual dignity. When each and everybody is focused for each and every purpose, that is the democracy. Itself is a very challenging task for the constitutional framers, and to get it implemented in country like vast country like India and having these diversities itself was a big challenge. But it was the challenge, but somehow it was. Then when there is accommodation of diversities, establishment of democracy, then it was the duty that we have to ensure the economic development. Like we have seen that during British time period under colonialism, India could not develop properly. India was not able to use its resources properly. Whatsoever profit was earned, that is not properly getting. Indians were not getting, Britishers were getting. Whatsoever policies they are implementing for their own beneficial purpose, not for Indians. For example, cotton they took from India as a raw material and get it exported, get the money for them only. So like that there were some type of these challenges. Third challenge was to ensure the economic development. When this third challenge, economic development, it is clear-cut written in Indian Constitution that we have to set some directive principles of state policy. Directive principles of state policy. Under that, this provision was made that how the different governments will govern the citizen of the country, that is vast India. So in this way, today I told you about the partition, and just after the partition, what type of challenges India had to face. 3 major challenges. Thank you.